Yeah, so um, essentially, this is the Hyperkin Xbox, original Xbox controller, but you can't really use it with the original Xbox. So what you have to do is you have to buy a Xbox USB adapter and then a Brook adapter, and then you'll be able to use it. But the thing I noticed, compared, this is the original Xbox controller, originally for the console. Um, and the first thing I noticed was like the buttons felt cheaper. Like the buttons feel better on the original. Um, you also notice a difference when you. They feel better on this one. Um, the D-pad I barely used. The D-pad also feels. Yeah, it feels more. Um, I thought these felt like Xbox 360. Um, I also feel these original ones might be better. Uh, but there is a difference. These might be faster though. These newer ones, and I bought the Hyperkin because I mean you are able. They're not. It's a limited edition thing, I think, and one day they're gonna stop making the Hyperkin ones. They're gonna stop making them. So I was just like, why not just get a newer controller if you can? That was but there is a difference between these ones. You get used to both of them though, and this one has two triggers, and the original only has these ones. Um, but that one feels the original one feels a little bit better. First thing I noticed, but what I was surprised about was let's say there's like a rumbling or shaking or almost earthquake. Like say something rattles, like something is rumbling, and when it happened in the game, the newer controller, the Hyperkin, also got that response. So the newer controller also vibrated when it happened in the game, and I was surprised because I didn't think, because with the Brook converter, with the Brook adapter, the console obviously thinks this is an original Xbox controller, originally just plugged into the console, so it doesn't know the difference. But I was surprised that the converter essentially picks up on when the controller is supposed to vibrate in the game. So when it vibrated, I was like, oh, this is when it's supposed to vibrate. This is when the controller is supposed. I noticed. I was surprised that it actually kept the vibrating function in the newer with the adapter. Obviously, you have to use the Brook adapter, but it felt like playing with the original controller. These buttons also worked like they should, but the original still feels better to use. But um, I can't really complain about the. I can't really complain about the Hyperkin. I can't really complain about it um, because I mean, maybe they actually contacted Microsoft because on the box, this kind of seems like it's from Microsoft, and it literally says, I mean that kind of looks like it's almost official. And this here looks like it's official for Microsoft, but it's not. But can't really complain about it. Um, the original still feels better. The original controller still feels better. On the newer one, this is obviously a button you can press, but on the original one, you can't press it because it's supposed to be the home button or the newer Xbox button you press to get up the menu on the newer Xbox. Uh, can't really complain about it. Sorry if that came. Um, can't really complain about it. Um, the original stuff is better. The first thing I noticed was that the buttons felt different. The first time I used this Hyperkin, the first thing I noticed was that the buttons kind of feel like, yeah, they feel different than these ones. These ones, um, maybe the original controller felt like these ones do now, but I felt that the original buttons felt better. I know the first thing I noticed was like, oh, that feels kind of different, but I can't really complain about the Hyperkin. Um, the fact that it's a newer controller, it's a newer edition. It's supposed to replicate the original controller, and the process behind it was okay. If you can buy a new controller um, for the Xbox original, why not jump on the? But you need the Brook adapter though. That's the thing you need. To use the newer controller, you need the Brook adapter. You need the Brook Wingman XP. Brook Wingman XP 1, 2, or 3 to use it with the original Xbox. So, yeah, I can't really. Um, these ones too, like they feel different. Like when you use them, these ones feel more. These ones, those ones feel better. Or like when you, yeah, but you can't really complain about it. Um, you know, these ones have some special thing in them. They show you on the back, or they show you like how you can take them off or something. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you're supposed to. Maybe they just tell you. See, the new controls now have something called drift. So they tell you they have some special thing in it. So um, the originals obviously don't suffer from drift. Uh, except if you really, really abuse the controller or something. I don't know. But yeah, I can't really complain about it. But the original still feels better though. But the new controller is obviously worth it. It's meant to be used with the newest Xbox. It's not meant to be used with the older one, but you still can do that, and that's what I've that's the thing. That's why I bought it to use it with the original. So